Two big game hunters named Richard and Tom were out in the wilderness of Africa, hunting for any big game animals they would stumble upon. Quite a nice day to be hunting out here, isn't it, Tom? Richard said. You can sure say that, Richard. So, what is it you want to aim for? For me, I'm gonna get myself a large Cape buffalo and mount it right on my wall, Tom said. Same as you. How about this as well? Whoever gets the biggest one, loser must give $50 to the winner, Richard said. Oh, it's on, Tom said. Richard and Tom continued on their big game hunt, deciding to try and get the biggest Cape buffalo they saw. As they kept looking, they both saw a herd grazing. Jackpot! Now to aim for the biggest one, Richard said. Not before I beat you to it, Tom said. Suddenly, they heard something and turned their heads. It sounded like a growl. What was that? Richard said. Not sure. Do you think that was a lion? Tom said. Nah, it sounded much louder than that, Richard said. Richard and Tom waited to hear it again, and when they didn't, they dismissed it. Must have been a trick playing in our imagination. Oh, come on now. That $50 can't wait once I get the biggest buffalo, huh? Tom said. Well, you know what that $50 is going to, and that's me, Richard said. Nah, I don't think so. Now let's get the biggest buffalo, Tom said. Richard nodded, and then the two of them pointed their guns at the herd, looking for the biggest one. As they were looking, they didn't realize there was something nearby growling. The herd of buffalo sensed the nearby danger and all immediately ran off. This confused Richard and Tom as they saw this and lowered their guns. Where are they all running off from? Richard said. Great guess. That $50 has to wait, I guess. They must have sensed a lion nearby or something, but hey, now that a lion is nearby, we might as well get that instead, Tom said. Sounds all right to me, Richard said. As they looked around for what they thought was a lion nearby, they heard the very same growl from earlier. Richard? Do you hear that again? That's the same growl we heard earlier, Tom said. Well, even if it's not a lion, it might be another animal. And please, that animal is still going to be going on my wall, Richard said. Richard? I don't know. It doesn't sound like any known animal I know of. We should maybe get out of here, Tom said. Oh, come on, dude. Don't you want that $50 or what? Well, not anymore. Seriously, we better get out of here. I'm being sick, Tom said before being interrupted by the source of the growl. Suddenly, something very big and large came charging at them as they turned around and screamed, as the unseen creature killed them both.
There are creatures science refuses to recognize. But new technology makes us question what is real. If our eyes see it,
back away from the girl.
If our cameras capture it, does it exist? Enter a realm where fact meets fiction, science meets legend, where nightmares come to life. Do you believe? Lost Tapes.
On June 19th, 2010, zoologist Marcus Flynn traveled to the Republic of Congo in Africa to study elephants, hoping to learn more about their intelligence, of how much more smarter these animals were capable of being. Little did he know that on this very same day, his life would not be the same, as he would encounter something which was thought wouldn't have even been possible. These are his tapes. Marcus Flynn was in his Jeep before stopping it. He then took out a video camera, which he turned on. Hello, I'm Marcus Flynn, and I'm here in the Republic of the Congo to study more about the intelligence of elephants. so I can show people how much more smarter these amazing animals can truly be. Right now, I'm searching for one, or maybe if I'm lucky, a few or even a whole herd. With that, he started his jeep again and began to drive, searching for any elephants in the area. As he drove, he saw many kinds of animals, such as Cape buffaloes, lions, and many more animals. He even spotted a leopard that had a kill in its mouth as it climbed up the tree to feast on. However, the main thing he was focusing on was to see any elephants, and so far, he hasn't seen any. After a while, there was still no sight of any elephants. It appears I can't find any elephants so far, but I know they're around here. I might as well keep searching, Marcus Flynn said. He kept looking for any elephants. Suddenly, something very big from behind him was heard. He stopped his jeep immediately and then quickly turned around to see what it was. Before he could see it, though, all he saw was a glimpse of it not being able to identify what it was. I wonder what that was. Do you suppose that might be an elephant? It must have been. It sounded really large, and they're the largest animals in Africa as well as the largest land animals on Earth. Marcus Flynn looked at his camera and then spoke. Now I'm going to follow the source of that sound. For all I know, it might have been an elephant or even a few of them. Once I see them, I can see what signs of intelligence they are capable of doing that has never been recorded by anyone before. He then started his jeep, made a U-turn, and then drove off to find out what he heard was an elephant or more than one elephant. As he drove off, the source of the sound he heard followed him, still unseen. 4:16 p.m. Still driving through the wilderness of Africa, Marcus Flynn, who thought he had heard an elephant, hasn't seen any yet. Time kept passing, but he wouldn't give up. Eventually, he spotted an elephant who was eating leaves from a tree. He got out his jeep, holding his video camera, and began to watch the elephant. There, look! It's about time I found one, and from the looks of it, it's a huge one. Now I will experience intelligence that has never been recorded by anyone. Let's see if this shows any signs of intelligence yet to be seen. Marcus Flynn used a video camera and began recording the elephant, which was still eating leaves from the tree. God, aren't these animals amazing or what? They're among some of the most intelligent animals, along with dolphins, chimpanzees, and octopuses. Well, hyenas maybe, too, since they have intelligence that is on par with primates, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if elephants are more intelligent than any of them due to all the studies many people have found out about their intelligence. For a few minutes, the elephant kept on eating the leaves. Suddenly, it did something intelligent that no one has ever seen before as it brought down the tree with its tusks. It then picked up the tree and carried it off. Marcus Flynn was amazed. Did you see that? I'm the very first person to see something new of what an elephant did with its intelligence. My guess is that the elephant decided to take the tree with the leaves on it just in case food goes scarce. It will still have some leaves to eat, but look what it's doing now. Still recording the elephant with his video camera, he noticed the elephant bringing down another tree and carrying it as well with its trunk. The elephant also ended up grabbing some of the grass from the ground just to add to its food supply. With that, the elephant left with everything it had. Just unbelievable. I never seen anything like this. It goes to show you that they know what to do. If they ever run out of food and this elephant was doing this just in case, as he noticed there wasn't much stuff to eat in order to survive. What an amazing animal. I'm going to keep on following it. If there's any other signs of new intelligence still yet to be seen by anyone, even though I found something new what elephants are capable of doing, this is certainly just the beginning of it. Marcus Flynn went back to his jeep after starting it. He began to follow the elephant after a while, still following the elephant. He eventually lost track of it, and the elephant was nowhere to be seen. Well, it seems I lost the elephant. No worries, it's probably around here somewhere. And if I can't find it, I'll look for more elephants then. He kept searching for the very same elephant, and after a long time, he couldn't find it. Well, it seems I might as well go search for more elephants. The one I've been trying to keep track with is pretty much long gone from the area by now. Marcus Flynn drove off, leaving the area looking for different elephants. Half an hour passed and he has not seen any other elephants. Suddenly, Marcus Flynn saw something nearby laying in the ground. What's that? He looked closer and realized that it was an elephant, but something didn't seem right about it. It wasn't even moving. Deciding to check it out, Marcus Flynn drove all the way to the elephant before stopping his jeep and getting out. Upon getting to the elephant, he saw that it was dead, and it was torn open with most of its insides gone, as if a predator had killed and ate it. Oh my god, it's dead. Who could have done this? Poachers? No, poachers couldn't have done this. Wait, look at the wounds. Marcus Flynn took a closer look and saw bite marks. What was strange, though, was they were very large, and whatever killed this elephant must have been as big or bigger. The thing was, though, there's no animal other than humans capable of killing an adult elephant, and not to mention, he also doesn't know of any known animal around here, and no animal on land that's bigger or big as an elephant. Could there maybe be some kind of new species of animal that has yet to be discovered? If so, what is it? For a very long moment, he still kept wondering if this could be a new species of animal yet to be discovered. Suddenly, he noticed something in the dead elephant. Huh. I wonder what this is. He grabbed whatever it was from the dead elephant and looked at it. It appeared to be a very large, sharp tooth that was bigger than his hand. Is this a tooth? Upon seeing what it was, he then decided that he shouldn't be here. Before leaving, though, he decided to keep the tooth just in case this is proof of a yet-to-be-discovered animal, and then turned around to get into his jeep and leave. But suddenly he noticed a very large footprint with 3 toes. Now Marcus Flynn was really getting scared and continued to make his way to the jeep. As he was about to get in, he heard a loud roar that has never been heard before. Without a second thought, he quickly started his jeep and began to drive off. As he drove off, the bushes were rustling rapidly, showing the creature was following him. 5:08 p.m. Marcus Flynn stopped his jeep and got out. There was no sign of the creature that killed the elephant anywhere, but he was confused. God, what is it? What is that creature? What could it possibly be? I mean, this tooth and the footprints, it resembles a tooth of a theropod, and the footprints resemble it too. Is this the possibility of a living dinosaur? No. It has to be some other creature. I mean, dinosaurs are extinct, right? Any living one would have been found by now, right? He felt like he was going insane and had to build himself together, and only had one thing in his mind. He still had to get out of here. He had a feeling the creature was in fact following him. Getting back into his jeep, he started it. All of a sudden, his jeep began to act strange. He realized the engine had overheated and pretty much burned out. No, come on, work, please. Marcus Flynn tried to get the jeep to start running, and after trying a few minutes, he couldn't get it to work. Great, the jeep can't work. What am I supposed to do now? I'm in the middle of Africa, many miles from people. I guess I'll have to go on foot. Just great. Leaving the jeep behind, Marcus Flynn, with his video camera as the only thing, he has begun to walk. He heard the roar again and quickly decided to run, now knowing the creature was nearby. A while later, Marcus Flynn stopped running and began to walk again, still with no sign of anyone around. Though he knows he's in the wilderness, no one will probably be here unless they were hunting or studying animals. He then realized something peculiar. There's no sign of any animals. That's strange. Nothing for that matter. Still, I gotta get out of here. Find someone. But how? I'm in the middle of nowhere. He continued to keep walking, and after a while, he felt he needed a rest and sat down in this tree. There was again no sign of the creature, though chances are it was still following him. He knew that he was probably far from it by now, but he decided to not think about it. What am I gonna do now? I have nothing to protect myself from, but then again, this thing killed an elephant. What chances do I have now? Marcus Flynn looked at his video camera and turned it on. I want to let anyone know that whoever finds this, that if I don't survive, my name is Marcus Flynn, and there's some creature out there coming to get me. I don't know what it is, but it's no known animal I know of. It could possibly be a newly discovered species yet to be discovered, but right now the only thing that matters is my life. my life is more important. So again, if I don't survive and anyone finds this, I am Marcus Flynn. Turning off the video camera, Marcus Flynn began to feel tired and fell asleep. 11:32 p.m. After many hours of sleep, a similar roar was heard, which quickly woke him up. He realized that sleeping for many hours has wasted his time and that the creature has caught up to him. No, it's too close, please no. I don't want to die. He grabbed his video camera and quickly got up and began to run. He ran as fast as he could, but the creature was still following him. Get away, leave me alone. Marcus Flynn was really scared now. The creature was very close. Suddenly he heard nothing and stopped. Was the creature gone? Marcus Flynn felt relief, thinking that his yelling and screaming scared it off. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Just when he thought it was all over, he heard it again, and quickly turned to see a glimpse of a long pair of legs and a long tail go by. No, it's still here. Will it ever go away? Marcus Flynn said. Without thinking again, Marcus Flynn quickly turned and began to run, trying to get away from the creature. As he kept running, something came in front of him as he looked up and was shocked to see what he caught on his video camera. It was a theropod-like creature with a reddish-brown scaly skin, with razor-sharp teeth, and was at least over 13 feet tall and 40 feet long, as well as weighing 7 tons. However, Marcus Flynn could not believe on what he was really seeing. He screamed as he saw the dinosaur fully. The dinosaur roared and quickly lunged towards him, but Marcus Flynn got out of the way and began to run again. With the dinosaur still chasing him, he ran as fast as he can go and didn't even try to look back, only focusing on trying to survive and get away from the dinosaur. The dinosaur was still coming after him as it began to close in, but suddenly Marcus Flynn saw something. A hole under a tree that was big enough for him to get into, and quickly got in. He crawled his way into the back and curled himself into a ball, trying to stay as far away from the entrance as possible. The dinosaur leaned in and tried to reach him. After failing to get him, the dinosaur gave up and left. Marcus Flynn, however, decided to stay in the hole for the entire night, hoping it wouldn't still be there tomorrow. In the next morning, Marcus Flynn came out and the creature was nowhere to be seen and continued to go find help. Luckily, he ran into 3 park rangers who helped him. Upon arriving back to the United States, Marcus Flynn gave up his field of zoology and became a cryptozoologist ever since his incident with the living dinosaur. Unfortunately, no one believed his story until the evidence he showed on his video camera made it somewhat believable, and the tooth was taken for analysis, revealing it did not belong to any known animal. After many months, Marcus Flynn decided to return to Africa and had recruited a group of other cryptozoologists to prove the existence of the Kasai rex. Stories of living dinosaurs have been told throughout many years, but never have been proven. But sightings still happen to this very day. But this is the question: are dinosaurs truly extinct, or do they live among us?